Good morning, pregame crew. It is Thursday, July 13th, 2023, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:21 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning, and welcome to the pregame show. This Thursday will be better known as Backburner Day. Let's get tattoos, folks. And if you're new around these parts, it's a joke. When I want to imprint something into my brain, into your brain, I jokingly say we should get a tattoo with those words. So I think today's tattoo is Backburner Day. CVNA is getting really beat up. It had a downgrade overnight. This may be our only short opportunity for the day. Of course, I jest. There's going to be plenty of long and short opportunities today, but CVNA seems to be having a blow off top. And you're like, wait, you just tweeted out that you're going live at 8:30 and it's only 8:22. Well, I jump on early to say hello to my friends, do an audio visual check, and take a few chart requests so I can warm up my TA muscles. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. Hi, Tess, Geo Guitar, Sir Fernando, Greg, a Renaissance Man. Hey, Mike, Alnick, EQ, George, Sarana, Basque, Samwise. Good morning, Wave. Hey, B-Hawk, Mary, Bob, Rob, Mighty Pawns, Bo, you're back. Yay. Hey, Josh. Hey, Lori C. How you doing, Nugget? Johnny, Trainman Dan. Good morning in North Carolina. One of my favorite states. So beautiful. Dave, I just said all of those little asterisks, which I appreciate you not cursing. I said it in my head. I like it. I like it a lot. You must be having a great trading week. All right, going back to the top, let's look at ARK. ARK's been having a good week, and it seems to be having a good morning. It is not gapping up, however. This was one of Dan's swing report picks, and it's working out beautifully. And what Dan was looking for was this inverse head and shoulders here on ARK, and it also had a weekly cup and handle, and it is breaking bull, and Mama Kathy is happy, it looks like. So overall it looks good. 53.86 is your actually 52.67, then 53.86 are your next resistances after $50 psychological. Yesterday it had a big day. We're opening up inside yesterday's range. Let's see if PPI brings it deeper into yesterday's range. Does PPI and jobless claims that happen in 6 minutes, does that cause us to come in for healthy consolidation, or do we continue our breakout? I will say today's prep is probably some of the simplest prep I've ever done. So I had to stop and go back and recheck my work, thinking I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. So we will look at it all. Let's go back to the top. So ARK is looking good. I would stay in long as these hourly EMAs are below you. Yeah, hit that like button. I've never heard of that. NVDY. What is the volume like? Wow, 96,000. Pretty rough. 95 cents Friday, July 7th. 75 cents June 7th. So it seems to be putting out almost $1 a month. Yeah, yield of 43%. I haven't heard of it. I'll put it on my list to research. Very interesting. But wow, very interesting. Success, you always bring me the good stuff. Thank you for introducing that to me. Yes, North Carolina absolutely rocks. Good morning. Hey, Manny. Hey, Card Lady. Casey, I like PENN. We talked about it yesterday, and I have it on my list today to talk about. It's just beautiful. We have this potential weekly falling wedge, and I always like to give credit where credit's due. Dan has been pointing out this week, or the last couple of days, I should say, that we have this potential weekly falling wedge, and it's a laggard to DKNG. What does that mean? So if we look at the price bounce from the low of Friday, June 26th to the high of July 11th, we bounced 18%. Now let's go look at DKNG. Now, I'm not saying fundamentally that these aren't two different companies, and that could be the reason for the variability in how, come on, Didn't want to do that. I do it this way. So DKNG has bounced 220% from the low, and PENN has bounced 18% from the low. So this could be a laggard trade to DKNG. I like the falling wedge situation. I got in long yesterday. I shared it with y'all. A pullback buy makes sense as long as we're holding the hourly EMAs. Sure, let's explain the data right now. So here's a trick. If you go to investing.com, go to the economic calendar, and if you click on the 3-star event here, PPI month over month, June, click on it, and it's going to pull up an explanation as to what we're looking for. So what we're looking for is the producer price index measures the change in the price of goods sold by manufacturers. It is a leading indicator of consumer price inflation, which accounts for the majority of overall inflation. A higher than expected reading, oh look, we've got some Spanx over here. Higher than expected reading should be taken as positive bullish for the dollar, which means bearish for equities typically. A lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish for the dollar and bullish for equities. So right now they're expecting a 0.2% increase. If that's lower than 0.2%, that could be bullish for the market. We had a bullish CPI reading yesterday. We also have initial jobless claims. They're expecting 250,000. We want bad news, good news. If that number is higher, let's say 275,000, that means more people filed for jobless benefits, which means the Fed interventions are supposedly working. So that's what we're expecting in the next 2 minutes and 1 second. And I'm going to go to ES right now, y'all. Say it with me, class. There ain't nothing wrong with this chart. This is a beautiful chart, and let's study it. Let's just look at it. Do y'all see that rounded bottom? I call that the trampoline move. This is where bulls are really taking it over. 8 and 21 EMA cross on the weekly. We had our squeeze. Now, a pullback to the 21 EMA, which is where I have the finger pointing, that's the red line, that would be a mean reversion. A pullback to the 50 RSI would be a mean reversion. We could pull back all the way to 42.88 and still be super healthy. So really recognize that consolidation at this point, bulls are going to be FOMOing back in for the missed opportunity on this move up. So pullbacks are for buying until bears change the daily trend. And that's why we start out every day and we go look at, what did we do yesterday? We looked at Apple. We're like, look at that beautiful weekly bull flag. Look at that beautiful Amazon weekly bull flag. Nvidia, look at that beautiful weekly bull flag. I mean, y'all, we can't get it twisted. It is what it is. These charts are gorgeous. Pullbacks are for buying. And when we see real fear, we will know it. We will know it. It will come with volume and the elevator down. Until then, pullbacks are for buying. And that's why I say today is back burner day. So there's your tattoo. 4 hour, we're definitely overbought. We could pull back all the way to 44.86 and still be healthy. So remember that. Okay, let me go back. LTC, real quick. Daily, we're looking for a lower high. Actually, it got a little tiny higher high, but I don't like the lack of clear pivots. Potential hourly bull flag. This is healthy. Potential 4 hour bull flag. Super healthy. We're popping on data. We be popping. What did that say? Are we popping into... We mark the high of the reaction and the low of the reaction. So our next resistance is 15729. 15729. Hi, Gregory. I'm in Boise, Idaho, so I'm about 3 hours from Sun Valley. Good, Mary. Awesome. I'll go over Microsoft. We're going to get started for the day. Right now, we're having a bullish reaction. Let's go look at the data. Let me X out of that. So jobless claims were a little less, but PPI was less than anticipated, 0.1% versus, let me type this in the room real quick. Okay. So that is good for the market, and the market's responding accordingly. I would mark the high of the reaction and the low of the reaction. There will be a chance for consolidation, and for bears, there will be an opportunity. And we do have rebalancing looming. Tomorrow, they will announce what names will get lowered of the Magnificent Seven. They're going to announce what the NASDAQ rebalancing will look like on July 24th. They announce those names tomorrow. So tech could be a little weak. We'll see. But as of now, bulls, 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 and more bulls. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. What I do here every morning, besides go over the economic calendar and say hello and warm up, is I go over this table. And this table, I go through and I look at the daily, 4-hour, hourly on ES, and then everything else, I look at those hourly EMAs and where is price relative to those EMAs. And guess what? Bullish. When the med table, which this is the market environment dossier, is greater than 100 bullish, look for back burners. If you don't know what a back burner is, look up YouTube Chart Guys back burner video. That is where, after you have a very outsized move, you look for first 5 and 15-minute oversold bounces, and then we'll have an opportunity for first hourly oversold bounces looking for daily higher lows. Those opportunities will abound. So that is what the status of the day. Oh, I hit the microphone. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry. That can't be fun. Okay. And Hang Seng is up. I'm really sorry about hitting the mic. I hate when people do that. Hate such a strong word, Lori. Okay, this is from my notes today. It's a joke. It's an ongoing joke with my crew, this pregame family that I call family. We have been joking for the past few months. We'll look at a chart and I ask, what's wrong with this chart? There ain't nothing wrong with this chart. And sometimes bad grammar or poor grammar is emphatic for me and it just enforces it. And I've been saying this every day for a while. There's nothing wrong with these charts. So Apple, Microsoft, these charts are beautiful. So pullbacks are for buying. And if you've lost money in the last 3 months, I can guarantee you've been contrarian and trying to short. Shorting will work eventually, just not at this moment. Bears will have their moment in the sun. They always do. All right, they always have a moment. We just don't know when. Hang Seng was up 2.6 overnight. DAX was up 0.6%. Okay, it wasn't terrible. Green eggs and Cam, there's always a sell on Black Friday for TradingView. I'm not aware of other days of the week or of the year that they have a sell. All right, let's go to the app. It normally works a little bit faster. Your high of overnight, 4527, and your next resistance is 463825. 463825. Let's see what's happening with gold. Gold is pulling back and dollar is bouncing, folks. I swear to goodness. Sorry, y'all. I shouldn't be swearing. I just got stopped out of a gold short and then it proceeded to fall. That's how it always works, huh? Okay, sorry, y'all. I have to fix my situation right here. Dang it. I was attempting to short gold and it backfired on me, and that's what I get for not telling y'all what I was doing, right? Okay. pulling back a little bit more than what bulls would like. 4-5 1975. We're losing our 15-minute support. Your next support is 4-5-1825 and 4-5-15, and this could represent just pure exhaustion on the bulls' part because they've been running pretty hard. And these alerts may drive us crazy. I may have to turn them off. Oh, thanks, Aaron, for sharing that. Okay, so NASDAQ looks great. No big problems. By the way, Delta Airlines beat this morning and they're up, and Pepsi-Cola beat and they are up. So our big two earnings this morning, they already beat, and we have bank earnings tomorrow. Don't forget about that. Market's pulling back a little bit more than what bulls would like. So the way it's setting up now is I would get in back burner mode and I would wait. So 5-minute is already or approaching oversold. I'd wait for 15-minute oversold, okay? I wait for 15-minute oversold and see how the bulls react. So let's wait because this is data driven. NASDAQ, your next support is down at 15498. RTY, 1951 is your support, and then 1950. And I will tell y'all that I told my husband this morning, I felt like I did, like, as part of my prep, it felt very monotonous, like everything looked the same. And then again, as I shared with you, I kept going back and checking my work and checking my work and checking my work. So I still think this is back burner day. I'm expecting some consolidation now with this PPI reaction. And then how we retrace, do we do it gracefully or do we retrace with high bear volume? That will tell us whether bears are taking a real stand or is this just bulls taking a break. So that's the question today on consolidation. Is it bulls taking a breather or bears making a stand with real bear volume? And we'll be able to tell as time goes on. We'll be able to tell which is which. We should be able to. All right. YM, it will typically, okay, let me say this differently. RTY will most likely be impacted the most by regional bank earnings, KRE and RTY. YM and XLF will be most impacted by large bank earnings, which start tomorrow. This looks like a megaphone. It's either a megaphone or Head and Shoulders. We'll figure out here quickly. VIX is melting down. Not a lot of fear. We have some fear coming in on that data release. Bitcoin potential hourly bull flag. It is bouncing. You're not supposed to do this. I'm on the app. Why is it messing up my volume? Okay, that's right. Get rid of that one. Okay, so Bitcoin potential hourly bull flag, plenty of room for that higher low. 4-hour bears will be looking for a top fish opportunity here against 31,000. A lower high is anticipated. And if I'm talking a little lower than normal, I have guest in our guest bedroom, which is right across the foyer from me. So I'm trying to be a decent hostess. So a 4-hour lower high is anticipated compared to 1905. Bears will be looking to top fish that as well. Plenty of room for hourly higher low. Gold has been ridiculously strong. Super strong on dollar weakness. I was just trying to take just a real cute, or as the British say, a cheeky short on gold just for a quick flip because it is counter trend. These bulls have enough room. Oh, we lost our hourly higher low. We have enough room for a 4-hour higher low. And I'm keeping this trend line on my chart. If bulls were to touch this trend line, I think it'd be a buying opportunity. Oh, thank you, chart guys. That must be Jason, I'm assuming. Thank you. Yeah, and TradingView still not working. I tested it out. I took my plugin out and it just did not work again. So sorry about TradingView broadcast people. Okay, silver has been stronger than gold. If you missed Dan's market recap video last night, I'd strongly recommend for you to go back and watch it. He explains how silver is essentially a levered version of gold. So if metals are strong, typically gold is strong. Silver is stronger. If metals are weak, typically silver is weaker than gold. It was a nice market recap, nice metals education. So oil has been strong. We got a weekly higher high on oil. Do you remember when I circled this? What day did I circle that? Was that on Tuesday, I believe? Let's look at this. So on commodities, JP Morgan expects Brent prices to increase into the 80s in the third quarter and exit the year at $86 a barrel. OPEC is upbeat over the oil demand in 2024. Oil has been getting different major headlines, and we have the OPEC monthly report this morning. So that's what they stated, is that they're expecting increasing demand. Oh, come on. So oil looks poised to rip faces off. So I think this is a great back burner setup on oil. And you may wait for first hourly oversold, let the first 15-minute oversold go. And there we go, the market bouncing back again. Can't keep a good man down, or a good woman down, I guess. Nat gas. Y'all, I put a lot of time into studying nat gas. I don't try to be flippant every morning about nat gas. I do put the time in and look at it. And so let's just look at it from 3 hours ago. Downtrend, 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 from monthly all the way down. What does that mean? Short bounces, or leave it alone. They are not enjoying the information. Auto's not gone. You just hover over here, Mary, at the top part where it shows price, hover and hit A. So if I just kind of scrunch all that and I want to put it back to auto, hover and then click A. It's back. Okay. Well, let me answer your question. So Crawford, I'm going to answer it with RTY. How do they differ? 4-hour RSI is 75. And NASDAQ 4-hour RSI is 75. They're about the same. I don't see a big difference. All right, let's go to our regulars. You see I found these sectional headers here. I love working in a team, y'all. When you have a community of a lot of smart people and people who think differently than you, and then you say, oh wait, I saw Joey, he added subsectors or subheaders here. I'm going to do that. And it looks a lot more organized. So I learn stuff from my room all the time, which is pretty fun. So on Apple, we're not over yesterday's high. We're holding hourly EMAs. Is Apple going to be the victim of the rebalancing? Possibly. But there's nothing wrong with this chart. Apple weekly bull flag looks beautiful. There are 315 of you on here right now listening to my voice as I try to rip through these charts and give you as much information as possible, and there's only 95 likes. So let's see what Apple does. Does Apple hold yesterday's very large range and wait until tomorrow to see what that announcement looks like? What does price look like? Amazon Amazon broke through the high of yesterday, and we have a new 52-week high on Amazon. ASMR, you like it? Okay, so Amazon, weekly bull flag confirmed. Weekly 200 MA overhead at 133.14. And I will be watching 136.49. Let me set an alert for that. Well, if I'd get close to the mic like this, then I'd be a nicer host and I wouldn't have to yell. But I'm a yeller anyway, because I get really excited. So y'all, Amazon looks great. They may be the victim of rebalancing tomorrow and may get chopped out or decline or decreased share in some of these ETFs, but come on, y'all. Come on, man. There ain't nothing wrong with this chart. Nvidia over the high of yesterday. New all-time high. There ain't nothing wrong with this chart. And I promise, I know you think, she thinks she's so funny. I don't. I like repetition because it helps me. It helps me. Nvidia should be top watch today for 5 and 15 minute oversold bounces because we're hitting new all-time highs. It's beautiful. Yeah, gold, if you could continue to fall apart, that'd be lovely, and you're not. Dang it. Okay. NVDA is beautiful. You don't like it when I come close to your mic? Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make anybody mad. I do that without trying. Tesla is not over the high of yesterday. It looks fine. It looks okay. No big deal. Can you tell I don't have a read on Tesla? We're inside yesterday's range. We could close today with the inside bar, even though that's not Tesla's vibe. It likes to move. We'll see how it closes today. It's holding the hourly EMA. So if you're bullish, I'd stay bullish. Beyond, I got a lot of comments yesterday. I shared that Beyond was getting volume, and I had some folks that got 100% on calls yesterday on Beyond, which I'm so happy for you. So today is back burner day. Let me copy my Queen of the Mountain stuff. I think the guys like it and the girls hate it. That's probably in that. Just how life is. Okay. I don't mean to make today so simple, but you know what? It is that simple. This is what I'm watching, y'all. Beyond for back burner watch. Kava, CRM, GDX, Meta, and Shop. Kava should be on your list from Monday. Actually, I put it on your list this day. Yeah, Monday. Look at this chart, y'all. I put this one on your list. This is swing report name. So tell me why, go ahead and tell me why you're not a member of the swing report. This is swing report name. This was my pick from a few weeks ago, from June 30th. A couple weeks ago. It doesn't have to be hard. Look at this squeeze. And if you think this is boring, then you may not make it in trading, because going back and looking at charts that have worked and that did not work, it's great what do you call that? Reinforcement of yes, when I see this, I know I need to get jiggy with it, because this is a beautiful chart. Compression, pressure pattern, 50 RS high holding. Look at that. It's beautiful. So let me go back. Where did I type that? Was that on Beyond? Yeah. So this is what I'm watching. Meta's, GDX, gold has been strong. Meta, Shop, CRM, Kava, and Beyond all have back burner setups. Look at Meta. Meta will get, let's say it a different way. Meta odds favor a monthly lower high. I'm not going to name names because I don't do that. I don't kiss and tell. But I had someone message me yesterday, a very concerning message, saying that they have been in Meta short, and I'm just going to guesstimate. I think they said around $170, and they're still in short, and they wanted to know what to do. And I said, get out. And they said, oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. I'm not willing to get out and take that loss. Tell me how to hedge. And I want to just use this example. I'm not picking on anyone. We get asked this so much that I think it's a good time to go over what you should do when you're stuck. Well, first of all, don't get stuck. That's the easy advice. But if you're newer and you find yourself stuck for the very first time in major pain, what do? You assess the chart and you say, okay, is this a chart that I would get short right now? No, you wouldn't get short right here, right now. We're at 52-week highs. Look at this, potential hourly bull flag. So the first thing you do, maybe I should type this out. And let's make this a soapbox moment. Dang, that's a beautiful chart. What do I do if I'm back holding? And that's a short or a long. First of all, ask yourself, would you enter that same trade here? You little crap, Ola. Would you enter that same trade here? If not, get out. And then I wanted to bring up hedging. Maybe I'm making this more complicated than it should be. And the question was really pointed at, how do I hedge? Should I buy calls? Okay, so if we're holding Meta short and you want to hedge and you think it's going to go up some more and you buy calls, should you be holding it short, y'all? Do y'all hear this? If you're holding Meta short and you say, oh, shizzle, I'm underwater $150 per share. Should I buy calls so if it keeps going up, at least I'm making money? Heck to the no. That means sell. That means cover, get out. Get the frick out. Quit trying to hedge broken positions. Get out and let your calmer head prevail. You will make better decisions if you are out of losing trades, take the loss, and you're looking at everything with a clean slate. Because guess what? If Meta falls apart right here, right now, and you get a 4-hour downtrend, guess what you can do? Re-enter short, put your stop over the high. I think, folks, because if you take that loss, what you're admitting to yourself is you're wrong. And that's the part that folks can't admit. And if you are in earshot of my voice right now and you have a problem taking losses, you have an ego problem. And that ego problem is going to prevent you from becoming a successful trader. So get the frick over it. You were wrong. It happens every day to every great trader I know. They take losses on the regular. That's what makes a good trader. Because when you enter a trade, you don't know who's on the other side pushing buttons. So as I told my mom last week, build a bridge and get over it. I was trying to help my mom do something. She's like, don't send me that. I'm going to return it. I'm like, you can build a bridge and get over it because I'm going to send you this whatever. So get over it. Take the loss. Take your lumps. Write notes. And then if it starts going in your direction, re-enter. My word. And y'all, bearish divergence on Meta. Listen to this. I'm going to go over Microsoft, then I'm going to go over divergence and rising wedges. I have 6 minutes left. Okay, Microsoft could be a weekly bull flag. Daily, back over the 21 EMA. Plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low. There ain't nothing wrong with this chart. Literally, nothing wrong. And they could get thrown under the bus tomorrow with rebalancing and it go to the crapper. And that's okay. Okay, let's go back to ES. I use bearish divergence. I use it sparingly. Very sparingly. Do y'all see this? That's bearish divergence on ES. How's that working for bulls? Not very good. What does bearish divergence mean? This just means that bulls are consolidating in time versus price. We're chilling and cooling off the RSI while price went sideways over here. Bearish divergence into itself is not a reason to go short. Now let's go over rising wedges. If I had a nickel, I forget where the rising wedge was. Maybe on the 4-hour. Is a bad example, but I heard it yesterday, so I'm going to go over it. Rising wedge. What's a rising wedge? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And I ask you, what is bearish about a series of higher highs and higher lows? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing bearish about higher highs and higher lows. So a rising wedge into itself in a bullish market, read the room. The market's bullish just because you think you see a rising wedge. You know how many times I heard Apple rising wedge and I actually got annoyed and irritated, which is not what I should be doing. I got super annoyed with this rising wedge. Frick! It's higher highs, higher lows. Come on. In a bullish market, snap the frick out of it. All right? And I say that with the utmost love because it pains me to see people get hurt. And I had someone, I'm going to circle back to that question yesterday. That person wrote me about 1,000 words about the Meta short. And I took the time out of my trading day and my chart guys day, and I typed up a paragraph plus response. And they said, "Oh, sorry, forgot to tell you I'm not willing to take that loss." Don't be that person. Don't. And if you're that person listening, I don't mean to pick on you, but I kind of do. Take the loss. And when Meta, or if Meta changes the 4-hour trend to the downside, get back on it. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Use stop losses, and TCGers, I'll be around. Y'all have a good day.